Okay, y'all. Thumbnail. I'm back with another Cooking with Gail, and I always thank y'all for tuning in and taking the time out of y'all day to sit and watch me prepare food. And like I say, you might just learn something. So give this video a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, leave your comments below. Cooking with Gail, you can't go wrong. So what I'm preparing today, I'm preparing some food to do what YouTubers call uh, a mukbang. And it's kind of fun because you just get to eat what you want to eat. And I realize you can uh, gain weight doing these mukbangs too. So yeah, it's kind of fun. So what I did today, I'm making two videos, but what I'm gonna do first is prepare the food that I'm gonna do my mukbang with. And I got I got water over there boiling, and I've already put the different meats and potatoes. And so what I have in mind, what I'm preparing today, is basically a crawfish stew. And that's what I'm going to call it, a crawfish stew, because it consists of oxtails, corn, carrots, potatoes, and yeah, I hope I said the right thing, but I'm going to call it a crawfish ball. But it's going to be made like a stew, because while I'm calling it like a stew, it's still going to be a crawfish ball, because all I'm adding to it is different types of meat. Like the meat that I'm adding is oxtails. So it has oxtails, potatoes, corn, crawfish, potatoes, eggs, and other little ingredients, because I'm doing more like a roux instead of a sauce, because to me they basically the same. One just may end up being thicker than the other one, if I may say that. But yeah, that's what I'm gonna do first. I'm gonna prepare the food, uh, like I say, before I do the mukbang, because I have a channel where I call it Cooking with Gail, and that's what this is. So yeah, so I have, this is gonna be the ingredients for my roux that I'm gonna be dipping the food in. And this is part of the crawfish ball that I'm adding oxtails to. And as you can see, I got red onion, bell pepper, red pepper, uh, and orange pepper, and that's it. And then in my seasoning is gonna be the crab oil, which I normally don't use, but I'm gonna try it today because it's supposed to be a complete nothing to add, sack size or something, and it's supposed to be extra spicy. So I'm gonna add that, plus the Cajun, the gumbo filet, and hot sauce. And the hot sauce is mainly for my roux. The gumbo filet is for my roux, and the bell pepper, onion, the bell peppers and the onion and eggs is for my roux. But it's all gonna be eaten together. So yeah, come on in the room. Come on in the room. You might learn something. Come on in. And as you can see, I got my water boiling over here, and I've already put my corn and my potatoes, my oxtails, and my crawfish in the same pot. And yeah, these items are not gonna take that long, because like on the potatoes, uh, I'm gonna cut them in half, and yeah, do it like that, and yeah. It shouldn't take it that long, but yeah. And I'm just gonna add my seasonings. To both pans, and yeah, I'm gonna get some more light in here because I think it's kind of dark. And just try to make it a little bit lighter in here for y'all. And yeah, that's what I'm doing right now, and just adding the ingredients. I don't really use this much for my balls, whether it be shrimp, lobsters, or whatever that I'm cooking. I normally don't use this because the roux that I make, I don't necessarily need it, but I'm just trying something new. And yeah, and it smells like it's really hot. And yeah, just a new challenge. And I'm just gonna take my fingers and just add a little to my meat, my corn and my potatoes, and yeah, add some to my roux. And the roux that I'm making, which is basically like a sauce for this mukbang. It just consists of the crab boil, Cajun seasoning, and the hot sauce. And I'm gonna boil the eggs in there because the meat is gonna take a little bit longer than the roux, the sauce. So I'm gonna add the eggs to that, and I'm gonna saute these to just add to the roux once they're finished. Once it's finished, and have the consistency that I want to taste when I'm dipping my meat. So I'm just gonna cut it as fine as I want it. And yeah, I don't know what y'all call this in Cajun or any other language, but it's just a sauce that I add, a roux that I add bell pepper and onion to, and the other ingredients that I want to taste. But yeah, and I'm gonna rinse these off. And yeah, add my filet to just add to spruce it up a little bit. And yeah. and add the gumbo filet to both pots. And let that boil. And like I say, I'm gonna saute this because I don't want it to be soggy. And yeah, I have carrots in here also. And if I didn't say that, but I have carrots in here also. And yeah. And I'm just gonna let that boil for about 30 minutes. Hopefully it won't take that long, but at least 30 minutes. And I'm gonna cover my put the top on the one that I'm making my sauce or roux or whatever you want to call it, but I'm calling it a sauce. I'm just adding roux ingredients to it to give it the flavor that I want. And yeah. And in the meantime, I'll just do a little house cleaning. And yeah. But I hope everybody's staying COVID safe, wearing your masks and keeping your safe distance, because it's very important to follow protocol. And yeah, hope everybody is doing well. And yeah, but like I say, I got another channel that I'm trying to upload, so I've been kind of busy trying to get that together. And yeah. Get me a little butter and add to this, and get my stir fry pan out, so my ingredients that I have for my sauce I'll be ready when everything get ready. I want it to come out at the same time, so when I present the food, I can present it all together. And yeah. Add a little butter to that. Add a little butter to this. And add my bay leaf to my meat and to my sauce. And like I say, bay leaf is good for boiling. I'm gonna put the bay leaf in both my my boil and my sauce. my dipping sauce. And as always, when I do a sauce or something like that, I always add some form of batter. And today I'll be using a classic batter to add to my sauce that I will be dipping my food in for my mukbang. And yeah, so while this is boiling, these are very strong ingredients, and yeah, they will take your breath. And yeah. I'm gonna get something in like foil and cover my boiler. Just cover it, you know, to the point where you can see what's going on. And yeah, like I always say, it's not important that y'all really see me, but y'all can hear me. And yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and add my minced onion to my stir fry. Then I'm adding to my sauce. I'm adding this to my onion and bell pepper. And I'm gonna get me a little parsley. And a little garlic. Trying to see if I got some garlic already open. Add the garlic. And a little Creole. Ooh. I don't know what it is. Ooh. Need some water. That's the only bad thing about that Creole. It'll take your breath. And yeah. And I'm gonna get another little old salsa. Which is basically my saucepan. Add a little oil to it. A little oil to it. And let it come to a certain temperature, and then I'm gonna add all my ingredients to it. And yeah, a little crab ball to it. And then I'm gonna add the classic batter mix. Yeah. Or you can just add flour, but I prefer the mix because it give it a more of a consistency, at least to me. And yeah, but if you don't have anything like that, you just add meal or flour, like I say. But I like to use the classic because it's just like making a gravy. And yeah, it's just like making a gravy. So that's what that is. So I'm just gonna add that and yeah, to give it, a little wane. And yeah, I think it's ready to. I don't think it's hot enough yet, but I'm gonna add my cut this down where I want it to, to prepare kind of quick. So I'm gonna add my onion and other seasonings to my pan and kind of stir fry that just a little bit. I don't want it too soft. I just, kind of make it like if you was cooking noodles, because everybody, don't. Some people may like their noodles or whatever soggy, but I don't. So yeah, and that's what I did, and I just stir up my roux. And when I get that to the consistency of, what I want it to look like for my sauce, I'm gonna stir fry that, let that get hotter because it's not really that hot. I mean, it's hot enough to simmer, but it's not hot enough to kind of give it what it needs as far as the sauce. And I'm just gonna cook the boil up a little bit in the saucepan. And yeah, so my put the top on it so my eggs can cook. And yeah, add a little more gumbo filet. Like if I was doing a roux for a gumbo. And then, like I say, I got enough of my seasonings in there. Like I say, I don't want it too salty. And then I'm gonna add my batter to my sauce. I may need my whisk. And you do your own judgment. You know how you like gravy. You do it just like if you was making a gravy and how thick you wanted the gravy to be. And yeah. Add a little green pepper to it. My sauce. I've already added, I think, enough of the hot sauce. And like I said, I don't want it to be too salty, but it's habit. And add a little more sauce to it. And I'm gonna let that cook a little while, my meat, and then I'm gonna add my in about maybe 10 minutes I'm gonna add my eggs to it. Well, I think I'll go ahead and do it now, and then by the time I'm gonna go ahead and add my eggs back to my bowl, and put the top back on it, and yeah, put them at the bottom so they can boil evenly, and yeah. Add a little more gumbo filet to that, and a little more K-roll. And yeah, let it do what it do. And like I say, with the onion and bell pepper, you don't want to tenderize it too much, because you're gonna add it to your sauce while it's hot, and it's gonna continue to cook until the sauce cool down. So you don't want to put too much blend in it. You don't want to cook it too long. And yeah, I think that's it for the ingredients. And yeah. And after you've been cooking so long, you can almost just be able to just look down at your food and tell just what you need and how much you need of it, and yeah. So yeah, that's what that is. And like, this is supposed to be, it says extra spicy, so we'll see. I don't know if I got enough of the batter yet, so I'm not just gonna cook that up just yet. And like I say, I'm just gonna let these onion and, okay, let me see if I can do this. I'm just gonna let, I ain't gonna give it too much being, because like I said, I'm gonna be adding it to my sauce. And yeah, let me show y'all what that's looking like. So yeah, I don't want it to be in too much, so I think I'm supposed to cut that off and let it simmer. Matter of fact, I'm gonna take the pot that's in the front and put it in the back, because it's a little bit hotter. And yeah, and this is the smaller pan anyway, and the other one is a little bit wider. So I'm just gonna change them up and get my I'm gonna cut this off completely where my onion and everything else is. And yeah, I'm gonna try to bring this up a little bit closer so you can see. And yeah, And I'm gonna pull this away right now. So y'all can see exactly what I'm doing. And yeah. Let y'all see how that ball is looking. Cover that back up. Let y'all see how that's gonna go in the sauce. Like I say, I don't see the thickening that I want, and I'm just gonna get my whisk. I don't want it to be thick, but I don't want it to be too thin, the sauce. Get my whisk, and just kind of do it together. Just kind of stir it together. Add a little more butter to it to give it a flavor. And all it is just, like I say, the sauce that I'm making is gumbo filet, hot sauce of your choice, a bay leaf, and the seasoning of your choice. And I am going to add a lemon, and like I say, the butter. And yeah, that's my roux, or my sauce that I'm going to be dipping in. I don't think this is really bad for you if you're exercising or if you're trying to lose weight or whatever, because it don't consist of no really heavy foods. And it's just like anything, it's the time of the day that you eat it, and how consistent and how much you exercise during the day. And yeah. As you normally make yourself sick if you try to lose weight by starving yourself. I mean, you just have to, before you lay down at night and when you get up in the morning, you don't want to go work out on a grand meal, you know, a shake or something like that in the morning, you know, a croissant or a shake like I do. I'm beginning to do more because I'm not going to make it if I can't eat. Not on the weight challenge. But yeah, I've maintained my weight for a long time, so I think I'll be all right. But yeah, I added my lemon and my butter to that, and I added a little more batter to it. And after it boil a little bit more, I'm gonna taste it and yeah, see if it tastes the way I want it to taste, and see what I need more of. And yeah. Y'all, this is good. All I did to this sauce is made it just like I would do a gumbo roux, and just added butter and lemon and a hot sauce to it. So however you make your roux, that's the way I'm making my sauce, by adding certain ingredients that I know I want to be able to, incorporate in the taste when I dip it in there. But yeah, and I want to tell y'all that butter and that lemon and this hot sauce right here, y'all, oh my God. But yeah, I'm gonna have to write this down. Yeah. That's a sauce. But yeah, I always wanted to patent a sauce, and I make a lot of sauces and a lot of dips of my own. And I, tell myself all the time that I'm gonna write them down, but this one I'm just to write down. Yes. Because I don't want to forget. Because I'm an artist, so I can just come up with stuff in my head. Y'all, I am not lying. I'm going to have to write this down. Because I wanted to come up with something different as far as a sauce for seafood, because I love seafood. Everybody in my family can't eat seafood. So some of the people in my family, are allergic to certain things. And yeah. But y'all, I'm telling y'all, this is good. And I don't know how it would taste with regular lemon sauce. But yeah, the rest of this lemon I'm just gonna and the butter. And yeah, I ain't gonna forget this because it tastes too good, but I am gonna write it down while I got it on my mind. So that's what that is. And yeah. And yeah. So and I'm writing this down, like I said. Because it's something I just, thought of. But it tastes pretty good, so I may be able to patent that. Okay. But yeah, like I said, I'm trying to come up with my own recipes for other purposes. And yeah. So this should be almost ready. And yeah. Once it get the consistency that I need for it to get, then yeah. I'm gonna cover this back up, and yeah. Add a little more hot sauce to that sauce to give it a little more thickness. And I'm gonna show y'all what the sauce looks like. This is what it's looking like with the lemon in it. Yeah. I'm gonna try to bring it to a high boil and then cut it off, and the sauce should be ready. And about let's say at least 40 minutes, 40 to 50 minutes total should complete this entire meal. And I guess to make it a little lesser time, the meats like the oxtails, you want to cook a little bit. You know, you want to start with that meat first and then add the other ones to it, so it won't, you know, if you present food like I am, it won't take that long, but it's going to take at least about 15 more minutes before this is done, the meat portion. So yeah. And I'm going to add a little bit more of the crab oil. Yes, y'all, it's getting strong up in here. And like I said, I'm going to add a little bit more boil to the meat. And like I said, in about 10 to 15 minutes, yeah, it should be ready. And I'm going to present this food. And yeah. And as always, give this video a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button. And turn on your notification so you won't miss Cooking with Gab. Because I'm always coming up with something new. And I'm gonna cover this back up, and like I said, I'm gonna add a little more of my Cajun seasoning. I don't think I need any more of that. And yeah, this should be ready in a few minutes. Cut this back on to give it that little crunch. And yeah, get my bowls together to present this food. Yeah. And the noise that you hear me making in the background is just me preparing a bowl for myself to eat out of. And yeah. And the boil is coming to a consistency that I want, and I'll be able to cut that down in a few minutes. And yeah.